Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is EMC Tarot, and this is a reading for today, November 11th, 11/11. It's such a great day in numerology. It's one of my favorite numbers, sequence of numbers and favorite days because I just feel the energy. The number 111 is really important to me, and yeah, so to me, it's like, I don't know, it's like a holiday. It really is a holiday here in the US anyway, so it kind of works out. But yeah, for me, it just seems like it's this, I love the vibration of the 111, and I'm just, utilizing the day as best I can and helping to, raise my vibration as best as I can. So I'm going to help all of you out there raise your vibration as well. So I'm going to pull some cards from the Osho Zen Tarot deck. Now, this is a new deck for me, so I will have to use the book a little bit to read the meaning of the cards, and I hope that you guys are okay with that. But it's really such beautiful cards that I felt like today was the best day to kind of tap in to the energy and see what comes of it. And to be honest, the book explains everything so much more eloquently than I can, so I'm excited to check it out. So yeah, let's get right into it. Thank you for all the likes, comments, and subscribes. I really do appreciate it. I hope that you're all having a wonderful 11/11, and that it's, you're putting some great manifestations to the universe and working on all of that to help you get into a better vibration. So, all right, let's just see what we got for the Osho Zen Tarot. These are really beautiful cards. I mean, I have done readings for myself on them, and they just I haven't done any private readings with them yet, but just because I'm trying to still get close, familiar with them before I'm reading for a client. So, and if you would like to book a personal reading to get more info on any specific questions that pertain to your life specifically, my info is in the description box, and my website is emctarot.com. So happy to help you out as best as I can. So, all right, let's see what we got. Traveling. All right, well, that's a good one. I'm going to just put them down, and then I'm going to, like I said, get the book out. The Fool. So some of them are like the traditional Rider-Waite, so that the message is kind of the same. But again, the book does have some additional info, so I'm just going to pull from that. But it looks like somebody's taking a leap and making some movement here with traveling and the Fool. Clinging to the past. Whoa. So it's got to take that leap to get into something new is what this is kind of giving me here. Breakthrough. I like breakthrough. That's a beautiful card. Wait till you see these cards up close, guys. Okay. Just a couple more. Adventure. I'm drawn to pull 7. I don't know. Just go with 7. I could pull 11. Let's see. We'll see how we do. We got 5. Yeah, let's go with 11 for 11, right? Let me move that out of the way. Whoop, now we got flowering, politics. We got suppression and integration. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Consciousness and the overall message. Whoops. Harmony. The Creator. That one wanted to come out, so let's do 12. We'll just have it go that way. Okay, so traveling. Let me just find that in the book. Give me 1 second here, just because it's definitely not in order. But I'm going to show the card to you so you kind of start to get the sense of what it looks like here. All right, you see this kind of mountain peaking. It's this tiny figure moving through, moving on the path through this beautiful landscape, and they are not concerned that they're not concerned about the goal. They know that the journey is the goal. The pilgrimage itself is a sacred place. Each step on the path is important in itself. When this card appears in a reading, it indicates a time of movement or change. Wow. It may be a physical movement from one place to the next, or an inner movement from one way of being to another. But whatever the case, this card promises that the going will be easy and will bring a sense of adventure and growth. There is no need to struggle or plan too much. This card also reminds us to accept and embrace the new, just as when we travel to another country with a different culture and environment, than the one we are accustomed to. This attitude of openness and acceptance invites new friends and experiences into our life. I think that's fantastic, right? It says life is a continuity always and always. So there's no final destination it is going towards. Yeah, it's really, if you really reach the destination of your life, then what? Then you look very embarrassed. It says here, nowhere to go, you have reached the final destination, and in the journey you have lost everything. You had to lose everything. So standing naked at the final destination, you will look all around like an idiot. What was the point? You were hurrying so hard and you were worrying so hard, and this is the outcome. So it's basically saying, like, everyone is trying to have some destination in life, but that's the implication. So I guess being in the present moment, there is going to be some kind of change coming, but to embrace the now is kind of the message. Embrace the now, because that is how you can manifest, you know, the movement to be in something else. Now, let me just find, the Fool is a kind of your traditional tarot card, but I know that the book has some other message in it. So let me just get to it. Sorry. It's not as easy to find in the book here as I hoped it would be. Sorry, guys. Let me... Okay. Yikes. Well, if I'm looking at the Fool in this regard... Okay. Sorry, guys. Moment to moment, and with each step, the Fool leaves the past behind. He carries nothing more than his purity, innocence, and trust, symbolized by the white rose in his hand. The pattern on his waistcoat contains the colors of all 4 elements of the tarot, indicating that he is in harmony with all that surrounds him. His intuition is functioning at its peak. At this moment, the Fool has the support of the universe to make this jump into the unknown. Adventures await him in the river of life. Wow. That if you trust your intuition right now, your feelings of the rightness of things, you cannot go wrong. Your actions may appear foolish to others or even to yourself if you try to analyze them with a rational mind. But the 0 place occupied by the Fool is the numberless number where trust and innocence are the guides, not skepticism and past experience. So, yeah, a Fool is one who goes on trusting, right? A Fool is one who goes on trusting against all his experience. So trust in this change that's coming. And I know in this card coming up, clinging to the past, I have seen it come up. And that's really about letting go of past things, whether they are physical stuff or whether they are, you know, just mental blocks, letting go of mental blocks, like old mental beliefs, old mental patterns. So this card talks about the figure pictured on this card is so preoccupied with clutching her box of memories that she has turned her back on the sparkling champagne glass of blessings available here and now. Her nostalgia for the past really makes her a blockhead and a beggar besides, as we can see from her patched and ragged clothes. She needn't be a beggar, of course, but she is not available to taste the pleasures that offer themselves in the present. It's time to face up to the fact that the past is gone, and any effort to repeat it is a sure way to stay stuck in old blueprints that you would have already outgrown if you hadn't been so busy clinging to what you have already been through. So take a deep breath, put the box down, tie it up in a pretty ribbon if you must, and bid it a fond and reverent farewell. Life is passing you by, and you're in danger of becoming an old fossil before your time. I think these cards are so funny. But that's the truth. You got this big change. Take a leap. Let go of anything that holds you back. That's the message right out of the gate there. Let go of stuff that holds you back. And guess what? There's some breakthrough coming, because this is the next card here. I'm going to just try to find it. Breakthrough. Okay, so this is the predominance of red in this card indicates at a glance that his subject is energy, power, and strength. So this is all about, at such times it seems we must do something, anything, even if it later turns out to be a mistake, to throw off the burdens and restrictions that are limiting us. If we don't, they threaten to suffocate and cripple our very life, energy itself. If you're now feeling that enough is enough, allow yourself to take the risk of shattering the old patterns and limitations, what I just said, that have kept your energy from flowing. In doing so, you'll be amazed at the vitality and empowerment this breakthrough can bring to your life. Wow. These cards are telling this beautiful story of this change coming that allows you to take this leap just into the unknown, you know, be courageous like the fool. Let go of anything that hinders you. And this breakthrough talks about that. It talks about letting go of any burdens or restrictions that limit you. And then the next card is adventure. So, and I'm going to try to find it as quick as possible. Again, I'm really sorry. This book is quite lengthy. There's so many cards in this deck, but they're really so, I just find them amazing. But I apologize for having to shuffle through, but I like to read the message. So if it bothers you, I understand, but I just want to give you a great reading with these cards until I get more familiar with them. So this is how I have to do it. And unfortunately, I can't find adventure, but let me try one more time here. Let's see. Sharing intensity. So we can see here, but I mean, so far the story is wonderful. I just find that it's got, oh, here we go, adventure. Sorry about that, guys. This is a cool card. Look at her in the light, you know, she's about to step off. It says, when we are truly in a spirit of adventure, we are moving just like this child, full of trust, out of the darkness of the forest into the rainbow of the light. We go step by step, drawn by our sense of wonder into the unknown. Adventure really has nothing to do with plans and maps and programs and organization. The page of rainbows represents a quality that can come to us anywhere, at home or in the office, in the wilderness or in the city, in a creative project or in our relationship with others. Whenever we move into the new and unknown with this trusting spirit of a child, innocent and open and vulnerable, even the smallest things of life can become the greatest adventure. So that makes a lot of sense here, where this breakthrough allows you to just really get into this spirit of adventure. You're moving into this wonderful wonderful space of just trusting the universe for whatever is coming your way. Then we have flowering. This is the Queen of Rainbows. Look at this card, so pretty. It's like a fantastic plant that has reached the apex of its flowering and its colors. She's very sexual, very alive, and full of possibilities. She snaps her fingers to the music of love, and her zodiac necklace is placed in a way that Venus lies over her heart. The sleeves of her garment contain an abundance of seeds, and as the wind blows, the seeds will be scattered to take root where they may. She is not concerned where they land on the soil or on the rocks. She is just spreading them everywhere in sheer celebration of life and love. Wow. You might feel like a garden of flowers right now, showered with blessings from everywhere. Welcome the bees. Invite the birds to drink your nectar. Spread your joy all around you. Well, of course, you're seeing that. You're feeling so inspired because these changes are going to be coming your way, and it's such a positive, happy time of transformation and change, and just yeah, I mean, just a great overall feeling and stuff. So here's the politics card. I think this is kind of funny. Got the mask and the two faces. Do you recognize this man? All but most innocent and sincere of us have as a politician lurking somewhere in our minds. So this is the sweet, innocent, trust me face is a mask, and the evil, toxic, I'll have my way with you face is the mask. Take a good look at yourself and see if you've been playing this game. When you see might be painful, but not as painful as continuing to play. Whatever you might achieve in this way will just turn to dust in your hands. I think that this is just kind of checking yourself here, because all this great stuff's going to be coming to you, and you don't want to come across like you're, you know, that you're a just kind of taking it for granted and not having any kind of, sorry, I'm going to have a sip of my tea. Yeah, just not taking any of it for granted, I'd say, is kind of what that is. And then we have suppression. So I'm just going to take a peek there. Okay. The figure on this card is quite literally, sorry about that, all tied up in knots. His light still shines within, but he has repressed his own vitality to meet so many demands and expectations. He has given up all his power and vision in return for being accepted by the very same force that has imprisoned him. The real message of this card is to find a healing outlet for this potential explosion. It's essential to find a way to release whatever tensions and stresses might be building up inside of you right now. Beat a pillow, jump up and down, go out into the wilderness and scream at the empty sky. Just, don't wait for a catastrophe to happen. I think what's going on here in the second batch of the cards is this all this change, all this like breaking through old belief systems and barriers and things, kind of knocks you a little bit like, whoa, and it's taking some time to adjust to that new energy. And we are getting into the age of Aquarius, new energy. So this is just this is just balancing out, because it does balance out here at the end. But it seems like there's a little confusion there at the, and this could be timeless. Again, these could take it as it resonates, leave what doesn't. It's not for everybody. The image of integration is the Unio Mystica, the fusion of opposites. The eagle and the swan are both beings of flight and majesty. The eagle is the embodiment of power and aloneness. The swan is the embodiment of space and purity, gently floating and diving upon and within the elements of the emotions. We are the union of eagle and swan, male and female, fire and water, life and death. So this is all about yin and yang, right? Because you got the symbolism there. So this is a balancing. And so I think that this is where things start to balance out, and you start to really... you're able to kind of start to adjust to, like, again, this new energy and this new vibration, and just trusting that that all will be okay. So we have consciousness, which, again, that makes sense, because now we're working on the consciousness and what, getting into that mentality of just trying to find the... This one's a little tough to find. Okay, consciousness. Oops. So most of the cards in this suit of mind are either cartoon-like or troubled, because of the influence of mind in our lives is generally either ridiculous or oppressive. But this card of consciousness shows a vast Buddha figure. He is so expansive, he has gone even beyond the stars and above his head in pure emptiness. He represents the consciousness that is available to all who become a master of the mind and use it as the servant is meant to be. When you choose this card, it means that there is a crystal clarity available right now. Wow. So there is no desire to understand from the perspective of the mind. The understanding you have now is existential, whole and harmony. Kind of what I was saying, this integration. You now start to get into this other energy. You're able to live in this new space. That's amazing. You're heading into the age of Aquarius. This is what it's telling. This is what the whole reading is explaining. It's getting into the portal. It's really, really getting into the portal and being in that portal and utilizing that energy. Wow. That's amazing. And we have harmony. I'm gonna keep these are the last two cards. Oh, hold on, sorry, just want this up. This is harmony, and this is the experience of resting in the heart in meditation is not something that can be grasped or forced. It comes naturally as we grow more and more in tune with the rhythms of our own inner silence. The figure on this card reflects the sweetness and delicacy of this experience. The dolphins that emerge from the heart and make an arc towards the third eye reflect the playfulness and intelligence that comes when we are able to connect with the heart and move into the world from there. Wow. But it's there deep within your heart, ripe and ready to be discovered. Let yourself be softer and more receptive now, because there's an inexpressible joy that is waiting for you just around the corner. That's what I was talking about. You're getting into this new space. And here's the card, the last card, the creator that wanted to come out with this harmony card. This is the Zen master in this card, and I just got the chills. Has harnessed the energy of fire and is able to use it for creation rather than destruction. He invites us to recognize and participate with him in the understanding that belongs to those who have mastered the fires of passion without repressing them or allowing them to get destructive or out of balance. Wow. The King of Fire tells us that anything that we undertake now with the understanding that comes from maturity will bring enrichment to our lives and to the lives of others. Using whatever skills you have, whatever you have learned from your own life experience, it's time to express yourself. Oh, wow. Guys, that's such a great reading with these cards. I told you this Osho Zen Tarot deck is gorgeous, and I don't know what else to say. Take that leap. There's going to be some amazing breakthroughs and changes and adventure coming your way, and just it's going to take you some tweaking and adjusting to get into this new space and this new energy, but you have the determination and the strength to do it. I believe in you. So I hope you found this helpful. I really do. I hope you have a wonderful 11/11, and I wish you all the best. Namaste.